Hi, my name is Tavleen, and I'm an eccentric scientist when it comes to quantum leaping. And I'm on this journey with you where we are quantum leaping together. So, today I'm talking about how do you allow your purpose to find you? All this while you've been thinking that you're the one who finds their purpose, but it's actually the other way round. You've heard this quote by Rumi: you are what you're seeking, or what you seek is seeking you. I'm going to explain this to you in the context of purpose in this video today. Now, think about this. There's a pipe flowing and it is taking water from one place to another. But a kid comes with a needle and pricks several holes in it. What happens? Of course, water starts to leak from various places. And ultimately, what lands to the other side is a very less quantity of water because a lot of it has got wasted. This is how life force energy or prana works as well. There is prana flowing through us, but through our bonds, we actually leak the prana energy and give it to things that are actually not aligned with our purpose. This could be a codependency bond. For example, you are thinking with the mind of another person, so you're not taking your own decisions. You are so attached and so coupled with them that you're not able to independently think for yourself, think what is right and what is wrong for you. So you're not a sovereign, powerful being, because of which there is a codependency loop. You could be anxiously attached to someone who's an avoidant. So somebody who really is not capable of emotional intimacy, does not want to offer it, and here you are spending an entire lifetime waiting for them to turn around. In that process, you're losing a lot of your energy. You could be losing your energy to survival based patterns. When we are little, we assume certain roles, like the fixer role, like the problem solver role. And even when we grow up, we continue to believe that if we do not fix other people or solve problems for them, then we are useless. So our worth gets tied to the roles that we assume. We could be the conflict manager of the house, and therefore we keep on attracting similar kind of people, similar patterns, so that our identity never dies. We're so attached to that identity of being the fixer or the conflict resolver or the peacemaker in the house that we absolutely do not want to give up on those roles that our inner child has assumed and owns them with a lot of pride. So, just how the pipe that we talked about, that is taking water from one point to another, keeps on losing water on the way, and eventually what ends up there is a much lesser quantity, we also keep losing our energy, our prana, to all of these trauma bonds. And therefore, what we have left is very less for our purpose, because solving problems for other people, becoming fixer in their lives, actually becomes a pseudo purpose. It is what we actively think about. And even if we try to get a grip on our mind, the body overrides it. Our nervous system is on its toes. So even when you wake up in the morning with determination that you're not going to go back into the same loop, if that frequency is still dominant in your field, your nervous system finds a way to bring those thoughts back to you. It's a biochemical reaction that happens. The mind influences the body influences the mind, inward to outward and outward to inward. And that is how this loop keeps on going. It's also called the self-fulfilling prophecy or evergreen feedback loop. So then the question is, how do you get a hang of your nervous system? How do people who are able to override this autopilot programming, how do people actually get beyond it to finally progress and evolve on their journey? I've been asking this question like since forever. Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it continues to direct your life, and you call it fate. There's a difference between fate and destiny. Fate is when these scripts keep on playing and you stay stuck in these patterns, in these self-fulfilling prophecies, in these set of hallucinations. and you never wake up. So, how do you become conscious and actually take control of your life? Finally, say goodbye to fate. You shut down all these systems and you take charge and you finally say that I am going to align myself with my destiny. That is what it means to allow your purpose to find you, to unfold through you. Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you, which means your purpose is also seeking you. It's also trying to find you. In every moment, you will have the ability and the choice to exercise your free will. And instead of getting carried away by this chemical release in your body to go back into your patterns, you will have a choice to just be an observer, to get into the witness consciousness and to look at how these chemicals get released in you and how you experience a strong craving to reach out to those patterns again, or a strong set of aversion to certain things that you hate so much and that really trigger you and put you out of your own body. In every moment, you will have that choice. And there's nothing bigger than understanding that we are humans of the briefest moment. These briefest moments put together make a life. So, which means that you're going to live life moment by moment. And in every moment, you will have the choice to observe this energy. So, every time that pattern is all set to play out yet again, you can step back and watch it and see what it does to you and to your body. Do not assume the role of the fixer or the conflict resolver or the codependent, and just allow it to happen just the way it's supposed to happen and watch it and affirm to yourself, remind yourself that this is for the highest good of all. I'm not here to jump in because your inner child has been waiting to hear. You're free, darling, you're free, love. You don't have to solve everybody's problems. You don't have to get yourself into all of this. Just be here. Just be in your power. You are powerful just the way you are. Your worth is not defined by how many people you help or how many problems you think over in a day. That's not how your worth is defined. So when you get into the observer consciousness and when you keep affirming to yourself that this is for the highest good of all, then you become an audience to the drama instead of being a core participant of it. And everything changes. That's the tipping point. Because now you're just watching it unfold. You're allowing the craving to rise and fall and release, be released. And as it releases, it makes space. Emotions come and they go like in a wave. And when they go, they make space. And this is the space that you need to invite your purpose. And as Rumi said, you are what you're seeking. So if you're seeking your purpose, it's not going to be outside you. It is your core essence. Your most authentic self will begin to shine when every form of energy leak is plugged. When you stop leaking that energy into other type of bonds and wounds, when you let go of the bondages, you cut the cords of dependency on others, you begin to elevate. You begin to make space and you begin to allow for your purpose to find you. That is when what is left is just your core essence, is just what you truly are. And you are what you're seeking. So you are your purpose. Your purpose is to meet your truest, most authentic, most grounded, most connected version of yourself. You come back into alignment. And that's what you've been craving all this while. That's what your inner child has been craving. Those cries of sadness, of despair, of hopelessness, they actually come from the inner child who's asking, can I get back into my alignment with Source? Because that is where I was my happiest, my most joyous, my most relaxed, calm, carefree version. So give it to yourself and become an observer of life instead of a participant, instead of the doer. Tap into the being state. And that's how things will begin to shift and reality will begin to respond to that dominant frequency of carefreeness, of lightheartedness, of joy, of purpose. and your purpose will eventually find you. I really hope that this video helped you. I will add it to my playlist and you can watch the entire playlist on quantum leaping, because I am on this journey on quantum leaping with you. So I'm not leaving you here behind. You're coming with me to the other side. Goodbye.